If you enjoyed podcasts like this, you should check out our other shows on Health Podcast Network. For example, Hopeful Hints, hosted by Dr. Tara, guides and supports those on the often challenging and isolating journey of women's health concerns and infertility. There's a particularly powerful episode that you should check out called All Things Endometriosis, which dives deep into understanding the condition to help the many women who suffer from endometriosis and have no idea they have it, and healthcare providers who are uneducated about it, making the diagnosis process so difficult. Check out Hopeful Hints on your favorite podcast platform or visit healthpodcastnetwork.com.
Have you been thinking about transitioning into a non-clinical leadership role? Maybe this line of thinking always ends up with you feeling overwhelmed or confused or even frustrated because you're not sure which path to take. You're not sure which role is right for you. Well, you have to decide. Is it going to be the path of staying on the hamster wheel of decision-making? Or are you going to finally take the first step to securing your future with the next best role? Well, I'm here to help you with my 90-day transition plan. To learn more, schedule your career transition breakthrough call at www.schedulewithdrlisa.com. That's www.schedulewithdrlisa.com. Take care. Hey there, leading ladies. Welcome to the Women Physicians Lead podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Lisa Herbert, a 2-time best-selling author, speaker, family physician, and executive leadership coach with over 20 years experience of providing primary care and serving as a healthcare leader. If you are a woman physician ready to make a change in your career and have a seat at the leadership table, then you are in the right place. I'm excited to provide you with the crucial skills you need to be a successful leader and strategies to deal with workplace challenges. So put on your headphones and listen as we explore the new world of building women physician leaders. Welcome to the Women Physicians Lead podcast, the go-to resource for physicians navigating career transitions and professional growth. I'm Dr. Lisa, your host and fellow physician. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us face, and that is feeling stuck in our career paths, particularly when contemplating the leap into a leadership role. If you're grappling with uncertainty and wondering what steps to take next, this episode is for you. Together, we'll redefine your journey to leadership and unlock the potential within you. We all have felt stuck at some point in our lives. I know I have. Whether it was a feeling of being stuck in a relationship, making a big financial decision, deciding on your next career goal, or trying to just muster up the strength to get out of a situation. You know that if you remain stuck, you will never achieve that next thing or the next career goal. Being stuck means that you are unable to move from one situation to the next. You are unable to move from one position to the next. You feel helpless to change your current situation. So what are some of the things that you can start to recognize within yourself that may signify that you're stuck? Maybe you're just feeling uncertain and finding it difficult to make a decision. Maybe you're making very little progress. Maybe you're trying to solve a problem, but ending up with the same scenario. Maybe being stuck feels like or looks like procrastination. Maybe you're repeating the same behavior over and over again. Or maybe your emotions are that you're starting to feel defeated or even hopeless. Well, staying in a state of stuckness can affect your well-being. So I'm going to give you some ways in which you can begin to move yourself from stuck to unstuck. The first, acknowledge the feeling that it's okay to feel stuck. We've all been there. We talked about that. So as physicians, we're accustomed to navigating uncertainty, but transitioning into a leadership role, moving into something that may not be quite familiar adds another layer of complexity. So begin to recognize some common roadblocks. Maybe it's just a fear of the unknown. Every fear is basically a lack of awareness about your purpose and your greatness. Maybe the roadblock for you is, again, the comfort of familiarity, so that sometimes moving into a place that's unfamiliar can contribute to you feeling stuck. The second way that you can move from stuck to unstuck is to reflect on your why. Begin to reconnect with your passion. What initially drew you to medicine, and what now is pulling you into leadership? How does leadership align with your values and your aspirations and your career goals? Begin to identify your goals. So, what do you hope to achieve in a leadership role? What are some of the things that you'd like to accomplish? How will it fulfill your professional and personal objectives? The third way that you can move again from stuck to unstuck is begin to explore different pathways on this leadership journey. Look at some traditional routes and also look at some non traditional routes. Consider what the spectrum of leadership looks like in terms of opportunities within healthcare, from administrative positions to entrepreneurial ventures. Begin to network also and seek guidance from seasoned leaders and explore diverse career paths to broaden your perspective. The fourth way that you can move from a state of being stuck is to assess your skills and your strengths. So figure out where the gaps are, conduct a self assessment, identify your unique talents, your experiences, your areas for growth, but also begin to bridge the gap. And you can do that by investing in leadership development programs, by attending workshops, and also continuing education to enhance your skill set. The fifth way that you can move from being stuck to unstuck is to embrace change and be adaptable. So begin to cultivate a growth mindset. Begin to embrace challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. And learn how to navigate uncertainty. That is, again, just being adaptable and being flexible to be able to thrive in different environments. And the next thing that you can do to help you is to seek support. Sometimes when we are in a state of stuckness and we find ourselves doing the same things over and over again, it's been some time and you haven't seen any growth. Sometimes mental health support is needed to figure out why you're in the place of stuckness. What has you there? What are some of the things that maybe have happened that is not allowing you to grow? So mental health support sometimes is really crucial to help you move out of this state. Build a supportive network. So surround yourself with mentors, with peers, and with coaches who can offer guidance, encouragement, and accountability. And also recognize the power of teamwork and leverage the expertise of others to help you. And then last but not least, embrace the journey. Understand that the path to leadership is not linear, that it may involve detours and setbacks along the way. But along the way, as you are embracing this journey, celebrate any milestones. So acknowledge your progress and achievements, no matter how small, as you navigate this leadership journey. So I hope today's episode has provided you with valuable insights and inspiration to navigate your transition from feeling stuck to embracing the journey towards leadership. I want to thank you again for tuning in to this podcast episode. And remember, you have the skills, you have the passion, and the potential to make a meaningful impact in healthcare leadership. So remember to continue to follow us and join us next time as we continue to explore topics to support your professional growth and fulfillment. Until then, stay curious and keep striving for greatness.
If you enjoyed podcasts like this, you should check out our other shows on Health Podcast Network. For example, Hopeful Hints, hosted by Dr. Tara, guides and supports those on the often challenging and isolating journey of women's health concerns and infertility. There's a particularly powerful episode that you should check out called All Things Endometriosis, which dives deep into understanding the condition to help the many women who suffer from endometriosis and have no idea they have it, and healthcare providers who are uneducated about it, making the diagnosis process so difficult. Check out Hopeful Hints on your favorite podcast platform or visit healthpodcastnetwork.com.